Hello, my party people. How the heck are you guys doing on this beautiful Monday? For me, I'm doing amazing because this is my start of my 3 days off. So you might be wondering, CRUZ, why the fuck are you dressed as a nurse? And to that I say, I just got off work. As you can tell, I'm like really lethargic, I think. Wait, no. Basically, I got off work, guys, and I feel like I had an epiphany. I felt horrible about how I left you guys in the dust a little bit. So I'm like, let's film a video, bro. So here we are. I just got off work. I'm really tired. And you know what? It's time to complain. Capitalism breeds innovation. Capitalism has to be like the worst thing the world has ever created. But you know what? Without capitalism, we wouldn't have Miku Binder Jefferson. So there's like pros and cons to this. Basically what I'm getting at is that you have to work to live and you live to work. So that's why I'm working. To live, you know? To say I love my job would be a lie. Well, I do love my job, but I also really hate my job. I'm obviously not going to say where I work or really give any info on what I do because like, I mean, why? Like, literally, why would I do that? Basically, today was just stressful. Like, I had some falls. Some people fell on me. Not literally. They didn't, like, actually fall on me. But they did fall on my shift. But it wasn't my floor. So, like, I kind of chewed that. Basically, I work as something called a med tech. I think the better term would be medication aid or Basically, I give medications. I, like, give medications to old people and they be popping pills. At night I oversee the entire building, and if somebody falls on my shift, then I have to assess the person, make sure can they stay or can they go, and if they can't go I have to call 911, and there's a bunch of paperwork. Basically, we're getting off track. I'm going into too much detail. A lot of paperwork, a lot of dumb stuff that didn't need to happen happened, and you know what, I'm tired. But you know what? With tiredness, there breeds determination. I don't know why I'm saying breeds a lot. Basically, we're gonna draw. It's gonna be great, but before we get into that, I want to give some life updates. So I made like a really cool purchase, you guys. So So the reason I know I have autism is because, one, my current hyperfixation is like healthy cereals. I've been obsessed with Cheerios, and I really was like, what's like the most healthiest cereal in the world? And apparently it's like high fiber cereal. So I got some high fiber cereal. I'm eating like an old person. And actually, guys, not even gonna hold you, this shit is like really good. Not sponsored at all. Like, in what world would I be sponsored by high fiber cereal? But I don't know. I'm eating this like I'm eating goldfish. It's like sweet and salty. And apparently it's good for the bowels. Good for bottoming. I also got some soy milk. I thought it was going to be so gross. I thought it was going to be like the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. This is so bomby, guys. Again, not sponsored. Again, why the hell would soy milk sponsor me? Amazing, you guys. If you ever are a lactose intolerant queen, I highly recommend soy milk. Only the unsweetened version. I don't know about the organic part, like who really, like what even is organic? But unsweetened, we want to have like as minimum sugar as possible, girls. But have some sugar in your diet. We need sugar, but not too much. I know I was shredding my background because it's really sad. Every chance I get, I'm going to tear it up. So in order to mitigate this, I am going to buy decor. I made a recent discovery that my job has colored printers. So I might have printed some stuff out even though I wasn't supposed to. But you know what? YOLO. If they fired me over some prints, then like, fuck them, you know what I mean? So I kind of had to stop myself before I went to him, or else I would have been caught. I am going to print out like some of my favorite art pieces and hang them on my wall. So far, I had this blade art. If you ask me who drew these, I cannot give you an answer. I'm sorry. Like, this is just, I saved these, and I think there's only one I know. I have this blade art. He's so hot. I don't know. really juicy. And then I have this Pluribus art. I love Pluribus. And then I have this Jeff the Land Shark art. To anybody that doesn't like Jeff the Land Shark, I hope you like really kill yourself because he's just the most adorable little boy ever. I thought I had one more. Hold on. Oh, here you go. I have one more from the same artist. This is actually by neo.jpg because they're actually one of my favorite artists. And I'm going to hang these up on my wall. These are going to go back there. Not right now, though. I have to get double-sided tape. But you know what? We're going to decor this wall out. And it's going to be great, you guys. But for now, we're just going to have to remain naked. So you might be wondering, what are you going to draw today? You know what? I don't know, you guys. I just kind of like got on camera. And I'm not even sure if I'm awake right now. I have a really bad scab. And my skin is like really going through something. So we're going to draw on my iPad. I'm kind of thinking that we draw figure skating. Because like, I feel like that's so easy. Not really though. I feel like I should low-key do figure skating gesture drawing. Because I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. So that's what we're going to do, you guys. We're going to do some figure skating gesture drawing. Will it be amazing? Who knows, you guys. This is what life is about. Some honey would set this shit off though, but that's for later. Right now, we're gonna draw, and it's going to be some good, amazing stuff. So we're gonna get on the iPad, and we're gonna draw. Like I just said. I'll see you there. Alright y'all, we're on the iPad. I wanted to show off this little cutie drawing because I drew it at school. I'm not at school, I mean at work. It's kind of cute. But you know what, we're not going to focus on it. We're going to move forward. Right now we're going to be drawing, I keep almost saying ballerinas. I'm going to be drawing figure skating. I mean, they're kind of like ballerinas. But not really, that's like kind of racist. But you know what, we're just going to draw, okay? So, for the main inspo I'm going to use is, I think her name is Alyssa Liu. And I find it hilarious because I ended up looking her up about a month ago or so, and wasn't even looking for her specifically, but I was looking for references for figure drawing, and now it seems like everybody knows who she is. The glow up was insane, and I honestly applaud every bit. Now, don't expect these drawings to be great at all, and don't expect these drawings to look like Alyssa Liu, because I'm kind of just like thugging it out. I'm just trying to get like the main gestures. So don't quote me. It's gonna be a crazy journey because I'm gonna try not to fall asleep while making this video. Look, you could already hear me falling asleep. So we're just gonna draw. It's gonna be great. It's going to be amazing, and just strap in for the ride. Oh, by the way, the performance I'm using is, the title of the video says Skates to Third in Women's Short Program. I don't really know what that means. Is it only for short skaters? Aren't all skaters short, low-key? Like, I feel like if you were a tall skater, that'd be, like, kind of hard. Like I said, to any of the Alyssa Liu stands, first of all, if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, please let me know. To all the Alyssa Liu stands out there, this is not supposed to be your queen, okay? Even though I'm literally drawing her hair the same. You know, this is not supposed to be her. Because if I say it's her, like, I'm gonna get tore up. I'm just trying to get basic gesture drawing down. And it's going. You know, I wouldn't say it's good, but it's going. You know what? It's something. Why is she so skinny though? She looks a little malnourished. It's kind of a lot going on, but I'm hoping that you guys can understand what the poses. But if not, I would completely understand. One thing I love about Alyssa... Actually, let me Google her name. Hold on. Because what if it's like Eliza? Why isn't it playing? Oh my god, it's Elisa Liu. Bitch. I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. So basically, what I love about Elisa is that her legs are like so juicy. Like her legs are so gorgeous. Like they're so like muscular and built that I'm like living. Because I love big legs. I love big legs and I love big booties. And I don't know if Elisa has a big booty, but I know she has big legs. I think I drew her upper body a little too big. But you know what? Nothing's wrong with a good muscle mommy now and then. Okay, so I might have taken like a little creative liberty. The person I'm drawing, I actually changed videos. The person I'm drawing is actually a guy. But you know what? I can't really draw men. I'm kind of like racist a little bit. So I can't, I mean sexist. I can't really draw men. It's so hard. But no, I'm being dramatic. But I don't know, I've always just drawn ladies. I think ladies are pretty. Am I wrong for thinking that ladies are pretty? So I never really draw men. But you know what? That's what we're here for. That's what we're here to practice, and that's what we're gonna be here to do. Okay, you guys, I'm changing my approach. So I seen this video on TikTok a while back, and I decided to pull it back up again because this is kind of how I want to do my drawings. I want to be good at like pulling shapes together, cause I mean all drawings is just shapes, you know. Shout out to this to this person right here. You be spot. It's a girl. I thought it was a guy. You know what? These kind of remind me of like Rebecca Sugar's art. They kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. These kind of look like Rebecca Sugar. So I'm gonna try to like block out the shapes because I'm like very scribbly and I don't have much form. But I seen this video on TikTok like forever ago. And I was like, you know what? I live. So I pulled it back up and we're gonna like try to channel the vibes. We're gonna try to channel the vibes here. But yeah, let's continue. This is kind of making me sad a little bit because I feel like an elementary school kid. Again, that's like trying to draw art, but they kind of like fuck it up a little bit. But you know what? I don't even know. You know, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. We're gonna move on. You know what? I'm kind of living for it, but also, ew. I'm being very hard on myself, but it's because I'm in a bad mood. If you guys don't know, well, you guys probably do know, but I work overnights now, and I fucking hate it, you guys. I literally hate it so much. Like, I haven't hated my job this much ever. It's so, like, unfulfilling. It's so boring. I mean, it's not boring, but it's so stress-inducing. It is a lot to deal with, and if I have someone who falls, who probably isn't even part of my floor. I haven't had somebody fall on my floor in a minute, but if I have somebody that falls that isn't on my floor and I'm the overseer, I have to do so much fucking paperwork. I have to do all this stuff, and it's just so stressful, and I hate it so much. I don't get to talk to barely anybody. The only people I do get to talk to are the people that I work with at night, and they're not very talkative. No shade to them, but I understand the vibes, and they're not very talkative. And like only 2 residents because everybody else is sleeping. It is not for me. I really hate it. I'm so sociable. I am such a sociable person, and having to work nights to where I get to barely talk to anybody is torture. It really is. I fucking hate my job at the moment, and I keep telling my manager, like, please switch me. And I get that it's not his fault. It's not his fault, honestly. It has to do with the company. The company I work for are, you know, they're not like the devil. I feel like some of our values just don't align, and that's okay. That's fine. You know, who says you have to agree with everything the company does? But it's just like, sometimes it's just like, come on. Like, it puts you in a bit of a pickle. But you know what? It's okay. I'll live, honestly. See? Okay, I want to rewind. I just... See what I did here? This is horrible. This is horrible practice. This whole... No. This blocking shit, that has to go. I need to go like this. And I need to fill in the shapes from there, because I'm like, where is the direction? I want to go up. I don't want to like inch up, like no. I want to have there be form. But yeah, my company and I, we've just been butting heads, and you know what? It's not the end of the world. It really isn't. Like, I will live. But I hate nights. I really do. Just hire some new people. It's as simple as that. Like, just splurge sometimes. But you know what? Whatever keeps the lights on, I guess. Maybe there's just something I don't see there. Maybe there's just like some kind of like hidden capitalism mechanism that I don't see, in that if I suddenly switch to daytime, then the entire chain will crumble. Who knows? I don't know. I'm kind of like chilling right now. Obviously, I want to switch back to daytime. I know I'm going to get my request. I know I'm gonna get put back to daytimes eventually, but the question is when. And second of all, the question is, will it be in time for school? Because me personally, I am not going to sacrifice my school at all. Like, if I cannot work this out with my company, I'm gonna be honest, like, y'all, I'm gonna have to find a new job, because I can't do it. Like, I can't. At no point am I going to sacrifice my schooling for work. Hell no, I'm not going to do that. I am going to reach for the stars, and there are plenty of jobs out there that would be happy to have me, because I feel like the company I work for, they really don't appreciate me. They might say they do, but like, actions speak louder than words. I've been like pretty much automatically put on shifts without a heads up, and I remember one time I literally said no. I remember literally saying no, and if I didn't say no, it was very clear in my tone of speech that I didn't want to work the shift, and I ended up working a shift, and one of my favorite residents had passed away that same night. So it was just, the job has been very stressful lately, and I'm not really fucking with it. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is the first time I've worked with the company, like, ever, where I've genuinely considered, like, hey, should I quit? Because y'all, this shit is stressful. Literally one time at like 3 a.m. I was pretty much left to fend for myself, and it was kind of like crazy, and it was very stressful, and it was just too much. And then like not even less than a week later, I was put onto a shift after deliberately saying no. I remember saying no, and I was put on the shift anyways. Basically, I can't say that I was coerced, because I think on those cases I did technically agree, but you guys, like, it was a lot. And that night, my favorite resident had passed away, and it's just been very stressful. Like, it's just a lot going on. So yeah, I'm not really fucking with the company right now. It is hard, but you know what? New beginnings, I guess. You guys want to know something really funny? My MacBook is actually dying faster than it is charging. So I'm actually gonna have to wrap this up really soon. Okay, so this is where we're gonna end it, because my computer's like dropping digits really fast. Kind of cute. You know, I feel like you guys can kind of see the vision. A huge improvement, honestly, from when I first did like figure drawing. So I'm gonna call this a win in my books. Let's get back on to, actually no, let's recap. So we got this one, flop, this one, Kind of tea, not gonna lie. This one, tea, but much to be desired. This one, kind of stiff, but you know, I'm kind of living. This one, I have no idea. This one, and this one, you know, can't be mad at it. There was some more that I forgot to layer, but you know what? We're just gonna call that disposable art. As for my favorite, I'm obviously gonna say this one, but no, I think I'm gonna say this one. Like, I feel like there's a lot to convey, and I feel like there's some you can take in. You know? You know? I don't know. Let's get back into the camera so I can finally end this damn video. Bow. Can you guys believe that this little thing has 2 terabytes? Like, isn't that freaking crazy? Like, this little... It's like an iPod. Shit's crazy. So the video is done, you guys. The figure drawing was a success. You know what? Let me hold the camera out a little bit. You know what, guys? I kind of loved it. I'm not gonna lie. I loved it. I don't know. I love figure skating, figure drawing. It's kind of fun. And I do need to practice it more because you can kind of tell in my drawings that I'm kind of ass at it. Because the fluidity just, like, isn't there. But you know what? That's what practice is for. Way better than when I first started figure drawing. But you know what? It's whatever. Let's have a talk, you guys. The video isn't over just yet. If you want to stay for my little rant, then I will appreciate you. This is coming from the heart, you guys. And I'm being dead serious when I say it. So serious that I took all the pens out. I'm going to keep this quick and concise. You can dedicate so many hours of your life to corporate America. So many hours, you guys. You can have no personal life anymore, and all you do is get these calls in the middle of the night saying, can you please do this? Can you please go in? Can you please this and that? Dedicate so much time, and it can be a great feeling. It can. You're just helping out people. It's so amazing. But at the end of the day, loyalty rewards is a fucking lie that corporate America loves to tell you. These companies love to say that loyalty is such a reward, even though it's not, because you can work yourself to the bone. To the bone. Your knees hurt. Your face is breaking out like crazy. But will you have anything to show for that other than a $5 gift card? No. You might have some extra pay because you worked so many more hours, but at that point, is it even worth it? You can overwork yourself to death. And will these companies stick up for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I had dedicated so much time to my company, and while I don't hate them, you know, I believe that they are victims of a system. I believe that the system is broken, and instead of trying to fix it, people just decide, hey, we're just gonna leave things how they are. Things are fine. Who needs change, you know? I have been the most flexible person at my company. I can't say objectively, but in my opinion, I am the most flexible person at my company. And yet, when the time came to it, when I asked, hey, am I gonna get my year raise? It was crickets. It really was. They reward you for nothing. You could do all this work, and what do you have to show for it? Nothing tangible, really. All I'm really getting at is don't overwork yourself. Learn when to say no. In these companies, when the time comes, no matter how much you think that they are your friends, no matter how much you think that they are your friends, I want to get that through your head, you guys. No matter how much that you think that they are your friends, they will not stick their neck out for you. Let's get that clear, because I've seen so many cases where if they had just stuck their neck out for a certain person, they would still be here, and things would have been handled in a much lighter manner. But you know what? What do I know? For me, I went up a position. I now give pills. I can give insulin. I can give creams. Maybe not in the mouth, but I can apply creams to people. I have to be hyper aware of my space. I have to be in the know all the time. And yet, did I ever get a raise for that? No. I am doing a lot more work. There is so much more stress. And yet, I didn't get a single raise. I got a night differential. And that is not a raise. Because as soon as it hits 6 a.m., that little differential is just whoop out the window. Don't ever work yourself, you guys. Because these companies will just take. And if you let them, they will keep going until you are dead. All corporate America really loves to do is just serve face and save money. Efficiency breeds innovation. Capitalism breeds innovation. Where would we be without it, you guys? Where would the world be without capitalism? It is such a need. But enough with this activism. Because I am tired. I probably didn't make any sense. The point I'm getting at, you guys, is just don't overwork yourself. Just say no. If a boss calls and asks, can you fill in for this position? Bitch, just say no. Aren't you the boss? Shouldn't you fill in for that? Have a good day, you guys. Eat some fiber cereal. I think we all need some fiber in our diet. Get some more iron in your system. Try to drink some soy milk. I was completely wrong about it. It tastes like heaven in a bottle. And just stay submissive, because how will these billionaires afford these planes? The irony. Bottoms up, Biff. Live, laugh, love yourself. Happy Black History Month, even though it's literally March. And just keep swagging on. I don't even... Let me go to bed, you guys. Bye, guys. Bye.